everyone, so I just filmed the look for this the tutorial for this look earlier on today. It'll go up before this video, so you'll probably already have seen it, but this is like my signature look at the moment. I've been loving bright lipsticks. I just love them. It's like been my focus feature of late, and it just means that it's really quick and easy because the eye only takes a couple of minutes to do. It's just literally a lick of eyeshadow and then a wee bit of like a half eye of eyeliner, and then it's the real bold punchy lips. So I'm going to show you my 5 favourite lipsticks of the moment, and these are the ones that I've been juggling between, and then I'm going to show you kind of the 2 palettes that I've been using lately as well. So to start off with, I'll start off with the one that I'm wearing, which is my newest one, and it is the Ultimate Colour by Catrice. Such an inexpensive brand, really really good products, and this is number 250, matte about pink. And you can see it's on my lips at the moment. Now it doesn't quite look as maybe coral as it is because I have it over MAC's Magenta LipLiner, but it's absolutely gorgeous and it's so bright. And this isn't their particularly moisturising one. They do the like Ultimate Shine Lip Colour or the Ultimate Moisture Lip Colour or something like that, but those, even though they are nice and moisturising, they just don't last as long, so I tend to go for the normal one, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. Now another one that's very very similar, and that's what it reminded me of when I bought it, is MAC's Impassioned, and this has been living on my lips as well. The 2 of them are very very similar actually. Impassioned is that wee bit deeper of a pink. It's tiny bit cooler, but it's still very very similar, and they both give a very very similar effect on the lips. This guy here is only like $3.49 or no, maybe it's a £5. Actually I can't really remember, but it's still very inexpensive, whereas the MAC in Ireland is €18. But the MAC of course is great quality as well, and I find both of these last really really well on the lips. So those 2 are very very similar. One that is similar-ish, but it's much like a bit more of a cool pink again, is the Nicki Minaj lipstick, the Viva Glam one. So this is a charity lipstick. All the proceeds minus VAT go to charity, which is great. And again, it's €18. Comes in this kind of packaging, which is the normal Viva Glam packaging, and it is a slightly cooler lipstick. I'll still wear it over something like the Magenta LipLiner, which is pretty much my most used pink lip liner. I have in Anticipation, which is a Pro Longwear one by MAC as well, which I would use a bit. I don't know where it is though. I think it's in some bag somewhere, but this would be my most used one. I just like to have that kind of cool base underneath, just to add a little bit more depth as well. But that's that, guys. So that's the Nicki Minaj number it's the first Nicki Minaj one, because there's a Nicki Minaj or Nicki 2 by Viva Glam, which is like this purpley kind of lilac-y shade. I wouldn't be as bonkers about that one. Then this was it was a limited edition one by MAC, but I have been using it, and it is the Betty Bright Satin lipstick from the Archies Girl collection, and this again is similar to the ones you can see. All the ones I've been loving are quite similar. It's a little bit peachier. It's quite similar to the Nicki, but on the lighter side again. So we're almost going from a little bit deeper to lighter, and that one, I mean, if you love that one, you'd probably be just as happy with the Nicki because they're so similar. Yeah, that's those guys. And then my 5th one that I've kind of been loving, it's different from these ones, and it is this one by Sleek Makeup. It is Tangerine Scream. So that is a really really bright orange one, obviously, and what I think it is very very similar to is MAC's Neon Orange or Morange, whichever one. Both of them are practically the same, and my one of like my Morange and Neon Orange are in a bigger palette that I would use for my kit, so it wouldn't be something that I would bring in my own little bag as easily. So that's why I like this for putting in my own bag, and I've been using it kind of handier because of that. So that's that. You can see it's really really opaque. These are all pretty opaque. Maybe this Betty Bright one isn't as opaque as the rest, but they're all quite opaque, quite long lasting. That's one reason I like them. And even though none of them are like, this one's a matte one, I think the Impassioned is an amplified. This guy here by is a Sheen lipstick, but they just last really long. They all kind of have a similar, just like kind of lightly sheeny finish on the skin, and I love that because it's not too glossy but it's not too dry, and that's fantastic. And then 2 palettes that I've been using quite a lot. Again, they're bright, so you can see the kind of colours that I've been attracted to, but I think it's good for the kind of muted rest of my face for the time being, and it's these guys by Sleek Makeup. So this is their lipstick squared palettes. This one here was limited, but I just love, is this one that was limited? Yeah, I think this is the one that was limited. So you have Carnival, Rio, Masquerade and Firework, or maybe that's back to front, but this one here, it's kind of glossy, so it's maybe not as long lasting, but it's practically the same colour as these three down here down the bottom. That's why I love it. The top one there is a bit more like Max Girl About Town. You have obviously a really, really bright purple, which I'm not using as much of, and then this guy here is a little bit more like kind of like a corally Impassioned, but or maybe like a mixture of Impassioned and Lady Danger, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So those are lovely. And then here we have our brighter ones. So we have Desire Me, Love Me, Kiss Me, Miss Me. This is the Siren lipstick palette. So this one you can get. And this guy here is very like the Tangerine Scream or the Morange or the Neon Orange that I've been loving. And then we have our slightly more coral and our brighter red, and this one is more of a like a neutral peach. So you it kind of covers all the different looks that I'd want to go for. You know, keeping in mind the kind of bright lips that I'm after at the moment. And they're all really bright. They're not like really deep, kind of the darker, deeper reds that I normally go for winter. So they're my kind of picks of lip colours at the moment, and I'm sure it'll change again in another couple of months' time. But for the last few months, those have been, or a couple of months, say the last month or two, they have been my staple lipsticks. So that's it for now anyhow. I'll chat to you all really soon. Slán guys!